Well, good morning. I forgot my coffee. I've only had 3 cups so far since 3 a.m., but I'm here with you for a coffee break 10 to 10. And it is tax day. It is Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. I'm happy to report that my taxes are done across all entities, and so is Mario. Hope you're doing the same. If you need an extension, I think you have until October, but you've got to make that decision today. So welcome. I am at the mothership, if you will, here at Channel 10 in Cranston for our NBC 10 coffee break. I'm Alison Bologna. Gene Valicenti is at home. He's going to join us in just a bit. But first, before I pop you up, Gene, we do want to run through our top story. Jury selection continues today. And of course, the retrial of Karen Read. 2 more jurors needed before opening statements can start. So this is already taking a bit of time to get going. Yesterday, 1 juror was seated, but one already who was selected has already been lost. So back and forth we go. It's up to the judge to decide how many she wants, and this is where we're at. Prosecutors have a new list of evidence, too, that they plan to use in this trial, including some television interviews. It'll be interesting to see if they use any from Boston that were exclusively done recently. And here's what Karen's Read father has been saying, too, about the latest filing. Take a listen.
Come at me. I live by the truth. I answer to a higher maker, and I'll tell the entire truth.
All right, so that's really the story of the day. We encourage you to stay with NBC 10 for updates on the jury selection. Katie Benoit is in the courtroom today. She was going to join us, but she is in there right now, and she'll be giving updates both on air and social media and on traditional online, if you will. All right, we are looking at the weather. AJ, you are across the studio with me, and it was raining when I came in this morning around 4 in the morning, but it's improving today, right?
Yes, that's kind of the story, Allison. We've actually seen some drier conditions as of late, but the rain was here through the overnight and early this morning. We did pick up 1.3 or 0.13 falling there at Providence, TF Green. Newport actually close to around 2/10 of an inch. New Bedford did get there. Some parts of Providence County also getting in on the rain. And the rain, well, it's definitely been here. The month of April, 12 out of 15 days with measurable precipitation. That currently ranks as first. The record for the entire month, 21 days. Looks like we do have some drier days in store, though. Our rainfall this month, despite so many days with the rain, still is actually a little bit below average. And that does include what we've already seen today. Let's take a look at the radar and see where the showers are right now. And as we can see off of Block Island, Montauk, we're starting to see a few showers develop. So these will likely kind of graze on through southern Rhode Island, parts of Bristol County, but eventually we'll actually work in a little bit of clearing before a main cold front works on through. And that's going to elevate our shower chances again for the afternoon. So we can see the clouds are still with us, mainly cloudy, a few peaks of sunshine through the early afternoon. Temperatures getting up into the 60s. Then as we head towards 4, 5 p.m., that cold front works on through the region. Wouldn't even be surprised to see some small hail, some heavy downpours, even a rumble of thunder. These are quick moving, though. By 7, 8 p.m., things are starting to clear on out. Temperatures in the 50s tonight, but actually going to be a little bit cooler here in the coming days. For Wednesday afternoon, mostly cloudy skies near 50. Lots of sunshine with high pressure back in place for Thursday and Friday. The temperatures are getting above that 60-degree mark. So some much needed change we've seen here. Allison will be seeing a few more showers this afternoon, so don't want to put that umbrella away, but rewarded with some sunshine as we head over the rest of the work week.
Yeah, April's not my favorite mud season, but it is what it is. I'm
It is what it
surprised it's
is.
below average, but there we have it. All right, Gene, are you dry? Where are you? You're at home, right? In your home office?
Inside.
I'm at home where I do my radio show every morning, so I just wrapped
Yes.
that up. And
It's been a busy morning.
Waiting for you, Allison.
Oh, well, I've been waiting for you. Good morning.
By the way, I had coffee too.
I'm missing mine.
Coffee here.
I'm already like wired.
I start early, 4:30 in the morning with this stuff. Well, you do too.
You're right behind me, so I get it. Hey, have you been watching Pawtucket? And the stadium's almost down.
Yeah.
Did you pick up anything? Did you pick up any chairs?
I didn't. There might be a few left. I know where to get some if we need some.
You do? Where?
Yeah, I think.
What's the inside scoop?
I'll check. I don't want to say the auctioneer who got a hold of some of them. They might be available. And then there was some of those big poster boards. Remember the artwork?
Yes, I meant to get my hands on the stadium seating too. And
I know where to go look for some of those. So there might be something left. I don't know. What would we grab? I mean, looks like it's.
I would like some stadium seating if I could use it outside.
All right, I'll see if I could find one. They're around.
Like 4 to 6, a strip 4 to 6. I missed the ball on that. Get it? Missed the ball.
I'm looking at this. Yes, I get it. I'm looking at this video. That's the whole outfield wall is gone.
Yes.
Pretty soon everything will be gone. And that's the old song, right? There used to be a ballpark right here. Look at that.
A lot of people are saying it's sad, but at the same time, We're making way for something new. The city desperately needs a new high school. This will replace Coleman and Shea. They're looking at about 2,000 students in the new unified high school. So the city needed the space, and here
Yeah.
it is, right? So,
Well, speaking of that high school, did you see the renditions of that high school? I mean, it looks like a palace
yeah.
coming
Have you
for
been in Tolman or Shea
I once
recently?
years ago.
Whew,
They are in rough shape, but this one really looks like, I mean, unbelievable palace at some point. It's going to be unified, right? Everybody's going to go to one school.
unified. Yeah, so they're going to combine Tolman and Shea.
Yeah.
They're looking at roughly 2,000 students over in that section of the city. So that's over by Jenks,
Yep.
around the corner from St. Ray's. So listen, the city needs it. I think it's good news, but it's going to take another 5 years to build. So quite a bit of time.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot going on in Pawtucket. I mean, they're tearing down the Apex.
Right.
Mayor Grabian still has hopes to put Hasbro in there. I heard that the other day. I think Hasbro's leaving, but I don't. Nobody knows until the summer. That's going to be the parking, at least temporarily. You're going to walk down the hill to the new soccer stadium, which opens up. So that's a positive.
Right.
So
yeah, there's a lot coming online. The train station, as we know, is a big success.
That's a big
had to
deal.
expand the parking there. They have over 500 riders a day. They're building new
Yeah.
facilities over there. There's more than 1,000 apartments coming online.
Mhm.
So yes, it's definitely kind of a rebirth, a reimagination of Pawtucket, if you will. And the first day for soccer is May 3rd. I'm going to anchor Sunrise from the field that day. So we'll get to meet Chip. You love Chip.
I actually consider Chip a mutant fly.
Oh, come on, Chip.
I don't know where they bought that costume from.
I like
Bring it
Chip.
back and get something that looks like a seal.
Come on.
I'll play along, but I need a seal. Your seals have a nose, eyes.
I think he's friendly. He looks
thing looks like he broke out of the lab somewhere after a bad science fiction movie, which I've said on the radio.
Come on, that's a little rough.
Surprise.
That's a little rough. Hey, listen, I'm looking
Have you
forward to
seen
meeting Chip. I have. I met Chip at the Best Of with you. Yeah. You made me go up to Chip.
I
Chip
know.
was very polite.
I took a picture with him, what I think is funny because I've knocked the thing on the radio since we saw him.
Well, maybe you'll have a turnaround feeling about that at some point. Hey, the first game sold out, so that's good news for Pawtucket.
That's good. Yeah, the governor's very excited about this. In fact, he's invited me to sit next to him. I don't know that I can make it, but if I go, I'll go and buy my own ticket. Well, because we were very critical of this whole thing when the vote.
It was expensive, no doubt.
Expensive, taxpayer money. The Economic Development Committee. It was a tie. The governor had to come in and break it.
Right.
So a lot of the news around it was negative. And the governor, I think, took that personally. He was the tiebreaker. So, look, it's up. Hopefully it'll be filled, and the governor wants to crow about it. So, yeah. So he's inviting me to sit next to him, I think, just so he can, crow about it a little bit.
Well, I did do a tour recently, and they did clear out all the brush in the back by the river. It really opened up the river. As you're coming in and out of the area on 95 north and south, it does make an entrance. It's like a good, I'm saying good morning. It's saying hello, you're in Rhode Island now. I think that's what they're going for. And then we'll see if Tidewater 2 actually happens. That bridge is supposed to go across the river and connect both sides. So work in progress, right?
And we're going to see if the neighborhood can take it too, because already there's been grumbling about traffic. And even the east side of Providence is a little concerned. So I guess the opening day we'll know that'll be a big crowd and we'll know how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, opening day is going to be a learning experience for sure. And then we'll see from there. I'm already told that they have events booked out through the fall and then into the early winter months. So they have not released what those events are, what those acts are. I'm curious to see that. I heard that's coming out in the next day or two, though.
Yeah. That team, they went right to the finals.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way, doesn't it? So,
sure
doubters, critics, the more they win, the more that stuff dies down. And
remember, the owners own more than this team.
Yeah.
Right. The owners.
Let's hope the governor comes back and says, see, I told you so.
Yeah,
it's been a success.
It's good for Rhode Island. We spent the money already. Let's let it be good. I think
wish
so
for
a lot
that.
of people are saying.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, let's talk about also your favorite place in Rhode Island. Your absolute favorite place, Wienerama.
I was a regular there. And now you and I are doing this on a Tuesday. So today they're going to unveil the new sign, right?
I love this sign. It's very retro, neon. It's a landmark, which it's iconic. Absolutely.
Now, that sign had been in disrepair. It really hadn't been lit up for a long, long time. But the new owner, Chris Tasker, who bought Wienerama, is kind of it's almost a love story. He went there as a kid. He loves the place. Couldn't bear to see it go out of business. So he picked it up. He bought it. He's bringing back many of the same people.
I think
George
it's
and Ernie, the original owners, are going to be the consultants. At least Ernie is. And he spent money rehabilitating that sign. He's going to show it off tonight and announce opening day, which I believe is in May. So
this is a quintessential Rhode Island story, right?
Yeah.
This is a local news Rhode Island story. So it's really fun to see that. Yeah, it's been empty for how many months? Do you know?
Well, has it
6
been
months?
at least 6 months? Because I remember
Sure.
the day they closed it. George and Ernie, their father started it, and they were standing there since they're children, doing tens of thousands of wieners over time.
Isn't that
And they decided that enough is enough. They packed it in, and the thing was up for sale. Listen, a Walgreens or a CVS could have easily gone there along with
Right.
anything else, but Chris Tasca, who happens to be in the private jet business, he's not in the restaurant business. He's partnering up with a friend who owns a deli up the street. That's food knowledge, and they're going to hire all the staff is coming back. The waiter,
Isn't
the
that-
waitress.
I love these success stories
They're
of small
coming back.
businesses make good.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
think
go
it's
there.
great.
I'll go and I'll give you the report. I'll give
And
you the report.
you have a promo in mind. You always tell me about 10 on 10, right? Give me 10.
Well, I come up
I
with
love that idea.
Unfortunately, nobody takes me up on them back in the culture department. But my idea is that you and I walk in there and they say, how many wieners do you want? And then they say the other station. We say, absolutely not. I want 10.
I'll take 10.
And then they give us the 10 of the
I
whole
think it's
thing.
smart.
See, it's a very
We
good
should do
promo. People should take me up on these ideas.
I agree, and it's
Hold
free.
on. He
You're not
takes
$1 million.
My friend here takes me up.
That guy's creepy. And I think Diane would agree with me.
He sits
That
next
is a
to
little
me.
creepy.
He sits next to me during the radio show, and I'm practicing my ventriloquism. Say hello to Alison.
Okay, that's a D. I give that a D.
Hello, Alison.
I'm gonna have nightmares. That's creepy. Gene, that's creepy.
All right, go back.
I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need something to counter that. All right, one more story I want to get to.
Yeah.
What about people waiting 5 hours for the train after all these years? South
You know,
Coast Rail,
I mean, anything,
staffing, right? Anything I
staffing
mean, it's new.
shortage, just bad time. 2 weeks into this,
Doesn't look good.
no, unreliable service on like the second weekend. The people who, leap of faith, let me go up to Boston on the train. By the way, it's not fast. It's like an hour and a half milk run, this thing. So on the weekend, people take it up only to be stuck up there. Some of them, I understand, took the
course,
train
isn't
back
that
to Providence
crazy?
and then figured it out.
Oh, that's too bad. I know. I'm rooting for that. Mass transit's important,
Yeah.
though, especially with traffic the way it is. My husband goes back and forth to Boston every day, so I get it. All right, and then I was listening to you on the radio yesterday. You
Yeah.
felt that it was cringeworthy. Please bring us up safely, please. Right?
You're
What did
talking
you
about,
think of the overall?
you're talking
up and
about Gail
down?
King and company going up in a rocket. Well, listen, I heard somebody say it's more of a glorified Disney ride, which is true. They were passengers. They're not crew members. They're passengers.
They're not astronauts.
They're not astronauts. It's very expensive. But I will say this. It's risky to go up in a rocket.
Absolutely.
And it's risky to fall in a capsule depending on those parachutes.
And did you hear them screaming when they came
So,
down?
I will give them that. There was some risk
Agree.
involved here. I wouldn't do it because I'm claustrophobic.
See, you wouldn't. Okay, Mario and I were talking about this morning. Mario's afraid of heights. So he's like, I'm not sure. I'm like, that's a hard no. And I said, Gene's claustrophobic, so probably no. I would probably do it.
Well,
I mean,
good
I don't
for
think I
you.
could afford it. But
I ran out of the Mission Space ride in Epcot. I had to get out. I was claustrophobic. I could never do
okay.
it. A publicity stunt.
Right.
They're really being slammed. I'm surprised.
They
at
are,
the
I
vitriol
know.
they're getting. I happened to be listening to the BBC yesterday, and they take calls like talk radio around the world. Somebody calling in from Uzbekistan, somebody calling in from all around the world, and they were just they're saying this is a waste of money. This is a publicity stunt.
Did we learn anything new? Is it really making history when you
Yeah.
go up and down in 10 minutes flat, right? Or 11 minutes?
Even Wendy's. Did you see Wendy's, the hamburger chain, slammed
No.
Katy Perry?
Oh, they did?
Well, when she came back,
Oh, I missed that.
Katie's back on Earth, and Wendy's tweeted out, "Can we send her back to space?" Which I don't know why they would get involved in.
Wait, why is that?
I don't know. I really don't know why Wendy's got involved in this, but they were kind of joining in
missed
on the
that.
insult parade, and Hollywood starlets too.
Quite a
Other
few,
Hollywood
actually.
Stars were
Yes.
going after them.
I will say it was nice to see all women go up. I mean, there was definitely a couple of powerful punches for sure, but not everybody's going to have that access anytime soon. So,
Well, listen, they're the critics who say women have been in space for a while. The adulation should go to the real astronauts. There are those who say Elon Musk rescued the astronauts. He didn't get half as much. of the publicity as they got yesterday. I don't know that that's true.
I don't know if that's true either.
There was a lot of press on the Elon to rescue.
There was a lot.
I'll go back and measure the tape, how much was said up.
Right.
But suffice it to say, I was surprised at the amount of criticism over this thing yesterday.
Yeah, I was too. And I could see both sides like anything. I tried. It was a journalist, see both sides, and I could see both sides. But I felt like it was weighted more towards the negative, unfortunately. I'm glad they came back safely. A bunch of us in the newsroom, I will confess, were nervous. I don't know, there was like a vibe of, oh dear, right?
Well, we've seen accidents on the launch pad.
Right.
That thing could blow up, and you're depending on a parachute to grab you the right way when it falls. It's a machine. Anything can go wrong.
At the end of the day, right?
There is a risk, so I applaud their taking the risk. Apart from
sure,
that,
I mean, it took courage. They didn't have to get shot up to space.
By the way, I wanted to watch it on CBS. It wasn't even carried on the local.
I know,
CBS
it was
station.
strange.
I don't know why.
On the morning show, it was all morning long leading up to it.
Yeah, but then the actual
CBS
action, I actually watched CBS. It wasn't there. I had to find it online, which was easy to do, but I'm not the point, I guess, of sending Gail King up. Why don't you network cover it?
Yeah, and there's Bezos hugging his Beyonce.
He tripped on the way over.
I know, I saw that. And of course, the Post was all over it. I know.
Nobody misses a beat, I'll tell you.
Nobody misses a beat. I know, it's true. So listen, I'm glad they're back home, safe and sound. It would be amazing one day if this became accessible to anybody to be able to go up and come back again if you choose to do so. But we are decades away from that.
I bet.
I want to know how much that cost.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's 150,000 a head to go up. Is that what he's
At
getting?
least.
So that's seven. So it's almost $1 million, maybe $1 million. Listen, I bet Disney could take that whole thing with a simulator, give you the same experience as actually
with none of the risk.
With none of the risk. I'm telling you, or Universal, somebody could absolutely do that.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you been to the Sphere yet in Vegas?
I have not,
the
but
Sphere could do it.
I'm going to Vegas later this year, and I want to see it.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it was beautiful. I mean, it was such an incredible experience. I saw something on Earth, and the photography was amazing. And you feel like, so I'm just thinking, they could probably do it too.
I do want to go.
You up and back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's intense. Worth the trip for sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're over our time.
All right. Hold on.
Shocker.
It's all done.
Hey, Alison.
Yeah, see you later.
I'll see you later. Say hi to Diane. Diane must hate him.
I will. She's over there.
Yeah. Hi, Diane. Where is she?
She does not like him. She does not.
I get it. I'm on Team Diane with this one.
I don't know.
I will see you. When will I see you? I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Leave it open.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
See you soon, Gene. Thanks. Bye, everybody.